Taylor Swift finally takes the stand in her sexual assault trial.
Kylie got an ice sculpture of her booty for her 20th birthday.
What? And the internet is seriously confused about Rihanna's Photoshop fail.
We've got all that and more on today's rundown. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Daily Hollywood Rundown. Coming up in the show, Kylie Jenner got an ice sculpture of her booty for her birthday. Doesn't get much crazier than that, people.
Did it melt though?
Probably.
But first, let's kick things off with this little photo. Jackie, did you see Rihanna?
Of course I did.
Well,
Girl,
we all saw the body.
Amazing.
But did you see the nail?
It's not a nail.
By now, you've probably seen Rihanna's iconic, colorful Barbados Festival photo on Instagram. Yup, the same one that got a lot of buzz because her ex, Chris Brown, commented on it with a pair of creepy emoji eyes. But Jackie, if you would have taken a closer look at the photo, you would have noticed something that many of us missed, but a lot of people didn't. The internet, of course, did not miss it. On Rihanna's right thumb finger, it looks like she has two teal nails. One Twitter user wrote, "So are we gonna talk about Rihanna having two thumbs on her right hand or nah?" Another fan was quick to point out the finger, writing, "Rihanna is gorgeous, but this Photoshop job is yikes. Look at the thumb." Yes, upon the first glance, it does look like Rihanna had a terrible Photoshop fail, but of all things to Photoshop, why a fingernail, right? If we had a guess, it wasn't Photoshop. I feel like maybe it was a part of the chain on her bracelet, but then I looked at the chain and the chain didn't have teal. So I'm like, what is this?
If you look closer, okay, so first when I saw someone's comment and they were like, "Oh my gosh, a fingernail." I'm like, that looks really weird. It does like she has another fingernail. No, but if you look close.
I was looking.
No, there's a pink straw line. Underneath, oh sorry, we're just gonna like zoom in here. You see how there's like this pink line? You guys can see it too. There's two to the right of her hands. Okay. And it's like this like little bracelet that like spews out, and unfortunately there's a teal one right there by her fingernail, and it does look absolutely crazy.
You know what, you guys? It can happen to the best of us where it looks weird, but it's really like not anything weird. I remember I took a picture with Pitbull after our interview a couple years ago, and his thumb literally looked like it was like curled in, and I'm like, what the?
How did that happen?
So, okay, so then the next time I took a picture with him, or the next time I interviewed him, I was like looking at his thumb, and no, his thumbs were perfectly fine. Like, he didn't have weird thumbs. It was just the photo.
Right.
So, guys, everybody needs to chill with this Rihanna photo, and there's plenty more to look at.
Absolutely. All right, guys, there's this new music video out called P.O.P. It's pretty intense. Blac Chyna is in it, and there's a line that may or may not be about Rob. Things got a little intense. So, like I said, Blac Chyna is starring in a brand new music video for Belly's P.O.P. song, and it appears like she's finally firing back at her ex, Rob. Chyna is seen in the video wearing white lacy lingerie and a huge fur coat and lip-syncing to the P.O.P. song, which stands for Power of the Woohoo, and you can fill in the blank. Towards the end of the video, Chyna rolls her eyes as Belly raps, "You were seduced by her sin. Don't let Lucifer in. She took you for everything. You let her do it again."
You were seduced by sin. Don't let Lucifer in. She took you for everything. You let her do it again, and that's...
Okay, so people think that this is Blac Chyna's way of sending a message. Now, I have to say, the lyrics are very spot on. The way she was, you know, looking in the camera, rolling her eyes, I think she was talking about him.
I mean, what do we expect? Obviously, she's gonna find a way to kind of diss him, you know what I mean, after so much has happened, but hey, is anyone happy that she's starring in a music video making her own money? Okay, let's get to the Kylie ice butt and this voluptuous ice sculpture. I mean, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've always wanted an ice sculpture of myself. But anyhow, happy birthday to Kylie Jenner.
Yes.
She just turned 20 years old, and she celebrated with all of her sisters and showed a lot of PDA with her little boyfriend, Travis Scott. Last night, her sisters threw a surprise birthday party following Travis Scott's concert with Kendrick Lamar at the Staples Center. Kim, Chloe, Kendall, and Chris were there along with Kylie and some of Kim's best friends and Kylie's best friends, and it was just an amazing party where they had obviously a bunch of little Kylie editions that featured a chocolate fan fountain, Dippin' Dots, balloons that spells Kylie, and a cake with a meme photo of Kylie on it. Obviously, the party was very personalized and the sculpture was a hit. And we saw her there, you know, showing some love with her boyfriend. I mean, that's good. I'm happy for her. Every time I realize that she's only 20 years old.
I know.
And she's so successful and so rich. I'm just like, but good for her and happy birthday to Kylie.
I mean, honestly, her life is doing so well. Her makeup line, her show. Now she's got a new man. And an ice sculpture of her butt.
She has it all.
She has it all. All right, so Zedd is on the cover of Billboard, and you know how that goes. When they're on the cover, they dish some details about their lives on the inside of the magazine, and he is dishing about dating Selena Gomez. Ooh. You guys want to listen to this. DJ and producer Zedd covers Billboard magazine and lays on the sand in a polka dot suit, totally adorable. In his cover story, he dishes on what it was like dating Selena Gomez in 2015. Reporters were calling my parents, people were hacking my friends' phones. I was pissed, though I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. She is one of the most talked about people in the world, but I had no idea how much that would change my life. Well, we definitely can't say we are surprised. This is what happens when you date Selena Gomez.
Okay, first of all, am I the only one that's shocked that he actually admitted to dating Selena Gomez? Especially, you guys, the other day I was on a flight, I think it was American Airlines, and there was a Zedd special where they're following him around and they're somewhere in the middle of the desert. I don't know if you guys have watched it, but then he goes on to talk about how, all of a sudden my personal life became the spotlight and everybody was talking about it, and it tosses to an episode of Rumor Patrol.
Oh, no way.
Yes, and it was Dana, it was Dana and Aaron, talking about this whole dating Selena Gomez thing, so it was really interesting. But anyway, I'm more shocked that he admitted that he dated her, but they were so cute together. I wish, they would have been something.
Well, they definitely worked well together when they collabed together.
I love the song.
But yeah, interesting.
Poor Zedd, though. He's a DJ. I mean, he's more of a producer. He's not used to all this attention. And imagine getting your friends' phones hacked. Like, poor Zedd. I feel him. Okay, and in something a little even more intense, Taylor Swift's mom broke down in court. You do know she's in Colorado right now dealing with this whole situation that happened with the DJ that grabbed her butt. So Andrea Swift did break down and she kind of cried when she was giving her testimony, but there are way more details, so let's break them down. So in case you didn't know, Taylor Swift is currently in Denver, Colorado on trial for a DJ allegedly groping her during a concert meet and greet backstage. And there's obviously photo evidence. On Wednesday, Taylor's mom, Andrea Swift, testified during her daughter's trial against DJ David Mueller, accusing him of sexually assaulting Taylor by reaching under her dress and grabbing her butt as they posed for a photo. The DJ is suing Taylor for $3 million in damages, including getting fired. Taylor countersued for assault and battery. Both lawsuits started this week in court, and yesterday Taylor's mom, Andrea, got super emotional recounting what happened for the court, saying, quote, "I knew what happened. I heard it from her. I heard it from my daughter's mouth. He sexually assaulted her right there, that guy." Andrea reportedly broke down in tears telling the story to the courtroom and continued saying, quote, "She couldn't believe that after he grabbed her that she thanked them for being there. It was just destroying her that she said that. As a parent, it made me question why I taught her to be so polite." Andrea said they didn't report the incident to the police because she didn't want it to define Taylor's life, saying, quote, "I didn't want her to have to live through the endless memes and gifs and anything else that tabloid media or trolls would be able to come up with." Then Andrea explained why they told the DJ's boss what happened. "I was upset to the point where I wanted to vomit and cry at the same time. We felt it was imperative to let his employers know what happened." The DJ has testified that he only touched Taylor's rib cage with his knuckles and he doesn't know where his hand went, saying it was an accident. This makes me sick only because he's suing her and it's like, you're the one that grabbed me and sexually assaulted me. Why would I get sued? So I'm so glad she's countersuing. And I think she's doing it to prove a point, most importantly. Obviously, it was something hurtful. It's hard for her and her mom. But just imagine, like, what do you do in that situation? I mean, I've seen the photo and it kind of just looks like he's like this, but we don't know. We weren't there to feel.
Right.
I also feel like when you take a photo with a colleague or even if it's a meet and greet, men, respectful men will grab you from up here to make sure that, you know, it doesn't like slide down or anything.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy for Taylor Swift and her mom for standing up for themselves, but I am a little sad and a little shocked that they're having to go through all this.
Yeah, I agree. It's a very emotional time, but I agree with you of her taking a stand because things like this happen to celebrities all the time. Justin Bieber was pants and everybody thought it was funny. Like, for her to take a stand, it shows people that you can't really do those type of things.
And not just a stand for like famous people, for us normal people too, because it can happen anywhere. So stand up for yourselves, ladies, and speak up if it ever happens.
Definitely. And now Taylor Swift took the stand today. Donning a floral summer dress, Taylor was called up by the DJ's lawyer, where she began detailing the traumatic experience, saying, quote, "It was a definite grab, a very long grab. When asked how long the alleged grab took place, Taylor responded saying, I don't think it would be wise to estimate time in court, but I know it was long enough for me to be completely sure that it was intentional." Taylor was then asked further questions whether David grabbed her bare bottom, to which she responded yes and went into further detail saying, quote, "He stayed latched onto my bare ass cheek. I felt him grab onto my ass cheek underneath my skirt. The first couple of milliseconds I thought it must be a mistake, so I moved to the side very quickly so that his side would be removed from my ass cheek, but it didn't let go." Oh my
OMG, I didn't know those details.
Yeah, now hearing the details, it just makes me really uncomfortable, like, to hear that. And I feel so bad that she had to experience that. You had to really go out of your way to go underneath the skirt to grab onto her butt like that.
We were just talking about this yesterday during lunchtime with a few of the other girls. No one has the right to grab you. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. It doesn't matter how short, how revealing. It doesn't matter. And it makes me sick. All right, guys, but that's a wrap for today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. And I want to know, did you guys notice the teal nail? And is it a nail or is it what Jackie said, part of the dress?
What is it? We need to know these questions. And I also want to know, if you were to get an ice sculpture of anything, what would it be for your birthday? Would it be of your butt?
No, I do my dog probably.
Oh, cute, I like that.
Let us know in the comment section below. You can hit us up on Instagram at VivianFabiolaV and
at Jackie Idenese.
We'll see you guys here tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
For more, click left to find out why Selena is facing backlash for her new movie role.
Or you can always click right to see Kendall Jenner respond to accusations she forgot to tip at a bar.